If you're in a business for selling things, or you work for a company that you're selling things for, the thing to keep in mind to be a great salesperson is to be of service to others, not just looking for the money, but look for the ways that you can best help others. Look for the ways that you can see the best in the situation that you're in with these people. Make a connection, build the connection, not just looking for the money, but looking for the best way that you can be of service to those people. Because they can feel your energy. They can feel what you're putting out. And when you're just putting out this desperation or desire just for the money, then they are feeding off of that. They're feeling that. And they're going to return by maybe being a little defensive or just not feeling a connection with you or the product. And so when you can really let go of that need to make a sale and to focus on that interaction and seeing how you can show up as the best version of you in that interaction and enjoy that moment of your time together. And I know the intention is to make a sale, and that has to be clear in it, that you have a product, you have a service that you're selling. But the outcome of it, you can't be dependent on that outcome to be a good salesperson. You have to be so solid in yourself that it doesn't matter if you make that sale or not. You're going to still be the person you're going to be. If you get off the phone and you're disappointed or discouraged about it, then you aren't being stable in yourself. And that's okay. It's just something to acknowledge and work on. And when I have made sales in my life, which I've made millions and millions and millions of dollars of sales, I learned to let go of that need to sell and to be in this place of just building a friendship, building a relationship with that person. And, you know, when you put some time into it and then someone says, oh, I don't want the product, and it can be disappointing in the moment. But the thing is when you build a relationship, you can keep reaching out to that person and keep connecting to that person. Even if the first sale isn't made, there's always potential for opportunity. And when you build a relationship, that is the stepping stones for that relationship, is that interaction that you're having right now. And as you build the relationship, that person might come back to you in days or weeks or months or years and think about you, that you were this person that they were able to connect with that was different from all other sales people, because you actually didn't care so much about getting their money. You cared about building this relationship and being of value to them. And I've seen it happen over and over again with myself and other people that I've seen in the sales business that were able to let that go and made way more sales than anyone else, because they weren't just looking at someone as the money, as the means to an end. They were looking at it as coming into this interaction with this person to be of value in the biggest way, the greatest way that they could. And that's really important to see. And the other important thing is to look at your product and see what your client, what your customer would see in that product. What they would not only see, but what they would feel. What does your client, your customer, want to feel when they buy that product from you or that service? And that is something that is really important to acknowledge, because everyone is doing something because it'll make them feel a certain way. Ultimately, that is the bottom line to it. And when you can acknowledge and see that perspective of whatever you're selling, like, take this for example, and it's a little different kind of sales than I'm specifically talking about here, but you can use it in this. And this is something that I've used that's really helped me. And if you own a house and you're ready to sell the house, and you're looking at the reasons why you're selling the house right now, as in, maybe it's getting old, or it's not big enough for me, or it's too big for me, and you focus on those things, then that's what other people see in your house. But when you focus on the reasons why you bought the house in the first place, what drew you to that house, and look at those positive things. If you make lists of the things that you really like about the house, or like about the product that you're selling, or the service that you're selling, then people see that. So utilize these perspectives that are the underlying success in sales, in anything in life. But right now we're talking about sales, of seeing things from the perspective that your client would see them, by being of value to your client and offering that value first, because money is just an exchange of value. And when you offer that value, then the money comes. The money is a byproduct of you being of value. So look for the ways that you can be of value to these people you're working with, and put that your foremost intention when you're in these communications, these interactions with people that you're around. Go out there and make some great sales. Drop in the comments down below with some of your success stories with sales, and what you're working on, what you're selling, what your service is.